Hey guys, this is April at Georgia Girl Plans. I have a very exciting video for you today. This is my Erin Condren unboxing. So this is the 2019-2020 Vertical Neutral Life Planner, and all I have done is untape the box. This is a true first reaction unboxing, and this is actually the first Erin Condren I've ever got at the release time. So it's the first one I've ordered in May. I did order the 18-month, however I won't be using it until January 2020. I do use it as a 12-month planner. I just ordered the 18-month in the hopes that it's a bigger coil. And last year I used the first 6 months as a memory planner and put pictures and that sort of thing in there. I'm not sure if I'm even going to use the first 6 months. This time I might use it to figure out how I'm going to do my spreads, but we shall see. But I'm very excited. So let's get in here. Alrighty, so the first thing is you get a little gift tag and a postcard, and then the insider little newspaper. And here is the beautiful tissue paper. I don't want to mess all this up because I'm going to do an unboxing on Instagram, but you are getting the true first reaction. So let's see. I did get some things other than my planner, so let's get all of this out of the way and I will show you everything. Alrighty, so let's start with the accessories I got. These were lined sticky notes, and this came as a freebie when I ordered as an insider. So these can snap into the planner. And then this is, she calls them Flair. It's a little charm. It says Love to Plan, and the back says EC Insider. So that was another freebie. And these are the things I actually ordered. So I got this soft bound notebook. It is in rose gold foil, and I got the gray cover. It is, you know, pretty soft and flexible, and I got the dot grid pages. I do love this paper. It's really nice. Oh, and this page is foiled too. So I have been wanting to grab one of these notebooks for a while. I journal every day and I do some bullet journaling. So when I fill up my current notebook, I figured I can move into this one. So that's really nice quality. And then I ordered a extra cover. I've actually never ordered an extra cover. I always just use the one that I get on my planner the entire year. But there were quite a few covers that I loved this year. So this, let me see if I can tell you the actual colors of this cover. Okay, I thought I'd be able to find the names of these colors, but it wasn't on my invoice. That's okay. So this is the Sketched Blooms cover in the background color. I think it was like an iris, and then the flower color I got is like a lime, and I got my name on it. So this is really pretty. Excited for that cover. And then these are the boxes that the planners are coming in now. You no longer get the little plastic pouch, which I think these are really cool to use as memory keeping, because I actually kept my big box from my other planners to keep it in, but now you have these nice pretty ones. So they just slide out, and here's my first look at my new planner. Oh, and it's wrapped up in tissue paper. So pretty. So I got the Watercolor Blooms cover with my name here, and I just stuck with the platinum coil. I just don't see the need to pay extra for a different color coil. That's just not something that's important to me. So here is all of the other freebies. You get the little label for the box, some journaling cards, comment cards, and I'm sure the little coupons are in there. So the planner. I have seen a ton of flip throughs of these, and I was very hesitant at first with the new design, but I figure I use so many stickers, I'm gonna be covering up stuff anyways. And you know what? I already use whiteout too, so it's gonna be fine. And I just love these planners. So here is the front cover, and then you get the first vellum, which is in the kaleidoscope, which in person I like a lot more. I was very on the fence about the kaleidoscope pattern. Like, some people were in love with it, and I was like, I don't really know, but I really like it on this vellum. And I think here I'll do the same things I did last year and put a vinyl of my name so I don't mess up trying to hand letter it. And then, like I said, I got the neutral. So this is the neutral colorway, which is still pretty colorful for a neutral, but not as bright as the true colorful. So you've got these quote pages, your 2019-2020 calendars, and then these are the new boxes this year. And what I used these for last year was mapping out the kits I was going to use for each week of the year, and I'll probably do the same thing because I really like that. And I just don't really have another use for it other than like birthdays. And what I did last year was highlighted birthdays on these calendars and then just wrote them small underneath whose were whose. And it did get cramped in a few months. So I'll probably still do my kits here because, you know, sometimes it's hard to remember who a kit was by and what the name of the kit was. So I really like having that here. So as a memory keeper, I'll know what kits I used. So I'll probably do the same here. And I just hand lettered the name of the month and then wrote the kits. So that is the beginning. Then you have a notes page starting with July. Here is the new monthly layout, which I actually really like this. And as I was just saying that, I forgot that it has a birthday section right here. So that's what I'll probably do is just go through on every month and fill in birthdays instead of trying to write them small on those first calendars. And then I have them right at the beginning of that month to look at once I lay down my monthly kit. So yeah, that's really awesome. So you have another notes page here, and then a goal section, some line section, and dot grid. I'm not sure how I'm going to use these yet. I am sure shops are going to come out with kits for this page, so really looking forward to their creativity, but definitely going to utilize the birthday. And once again, I am not bothered by this kaleidoscope pattern. It wasn't screaming at me when I saw it in pictures, but in person, I'm not bothered by it. I like it. And these are nice, soft, neutral colors. They're not bright colors. So here is the new monthly layout, which, you know, very similar. Only difference are you don't have the calendar here, which in theory, I liked it there. I never covered it up, but I also didn't use it, so I'm not gonna miss it. Yeah, so you do have some color here, but like I said, I use kits, so I'm probably going to cover that up anyway. But I like everything else here. I do like that they took off the moon phases. I whited those out every single time. I know some people like tracking that. I just do not. So I don't have to white those out. So that is a benefit. Now into the weekly pages. Like I said, this is a vertical neutral, and last year I had a vertical neutral as well. Let's start here on the sidebar. This isn't as horrible in person as I had expected. I am going to be covering it up though because I like my spreads to be cohesive and match. So I am either just going to buy sticker paper and cover it up with a piece of white sticker paper every week and then put my quote box down, or just invest in a million things of whiteout. We'll see. I'm not sure. I will probably also be covering up this little kaleidoscope pentagon that they just appear on the first of every month. Not needed. I don't think I'm ever going to use this calendar, so I'll probably be covering it up. But for the most part, it's not that bad. The rounded headers, I've already seen people putting down stickers, and when you put down headers, you can't see the rounded box, so it doesn't matter. I do love that the dates are only one line and the numbers are smaller, so it's not going to take as much whiteout to white out those when you're putting down date covers. It does feel like you have more room here too. So if you like using date covers and deco, it seems like you have a little bit more room. I do feel like I'm going to miss the little bit of space between these boxes. I like how airy it made it with that space, but it's not that big of a deal. Down here at the bottom, I was very bothered by this because for some reason I thought these were a different color, but they're not. They're still white down here. They're just lined, and you have this little pentagon or hexagon, whatever it is. but they're not colored in, so that's not bad. It's pretty much the exact amount of lines we were having to white out previously if you use light color bottom washi, so I'm not very bothered by that. This right here, I don't love, but Halen of Med Student Planner, she got hers yesterday, and she showed that 5mm washi fit perfectly right there. So, you know, it can be a good excuse to use some 5mm washi over your bottom washi, or just use whiteout. But this fits right in this space perfectly. So you can easily cover that up, no problem. So I know a lot of people were very, upset about the changes, but I don't think it's really going to affect how we use kits. And for me personally, I don't think I'm going to be using a ton more whiteout. The only thing that I'd be using a lot more whiteout is to cover this and this up. But if I just get white sticker paper to cover those, it won't be a big deal. Or if you have a dark colored full box, you're not going to be able to see through it. It's only going to be affected if you have a light colored quote box that you'll be able to see that through. So overall, I think this is great. I actually think this paper is different. It's not as scratchy as last year's, which is really awesome because I love the paper. My pen, the ink goes down very nicely, but sometimes it's a little scratchy. I'm going to grab my current planner and just see if I'm just making that up in my head or if it's true. Oh no. Paper is definitely, I don't know if you can hear that. This is more textured. This is smoother. And this is whiter, which is really nice. So here's a side-by-side of the 2018-2019 vertical neutral and 2019-2020. Very similar, minor changes. I'll get used to not having the break between the boxes, even though I did like it. And then I want to see what the comparison is with the bottom washi space. So line this up on the bottom. So this line is a little bit above where these boxes ended before. So if you put 5mm washi covering up this line, you are going to be losing some planning space. If you just white it out, then you'll have the same amount of planning space, because this down here is the same amount of width as the bottom washi was before, but this line does cut into where these boxes were. So it's up to you on how much planning space you need. So I know another big change were changing the color of the tabs. Previously they were black, now they are a gray color. I think that's, a minor change. The black didn't really bother me, but I do think it's a little bit more neutral for the neutral planner instead of the black, but it didn't really bother me before. So that is all the weekly spreads are obviously going to be the same, and the monthlies, I do really love the change with this page and the monthlies. I do wish that, I don't know if it bothers me, if the tab was actually on the monthly page instead of the extra page. It actually might have me make me use my notes pages more. I buy a lot of notes pages kits from Popco Stickers, and I don't feel like I turn to them as much. So now when I turn to my monthly, I'm going to see that notes page kit first before I actually go to my monthly spread. So maybe it'll make me use those more. But overall, I'm really happy with it. They are still doing kind of colors for each month, but there are no longer flags on the weekly page that correlate with those colors. I don't know if there's anything that correlates on the weekly. Okay, yeah, these boxes are different colors. So that's what correlates with the monthly color. Let's look at August. So some, might be easier to cover up than others based on the color, but that's really the only, and then these boxes, these little down here are those colors. So, you've got your holidays above the dates up here now. Overall, I'm really excited. I think this paper is really nice. I actually haven't heard anyone talk about that, which is surprising because it feels dramatically different to me. let me know in the comments if you found that, if you have a new one and you feel like the paper is different. Maybe I got a dud last year. But I'm really excited about it. I want to flip to the end and see what is different back here. So this is your notes section. They are just lined notes pages back here. You have, let's see, 1, 2, I think that was the weekly. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 lined pages, and then some dot grid pages with the kaleidoscope pattern, which is pretty light, doesn't really bother me. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 dot grid pages, and then and then you have coloring pages back here, which I've never used these. I actually took them out of my last planner, but you've got, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, 2 coloring pages, and then here you've got this little pentagon page. I've heard a lot of people talk about using it as a memory keeper or something like that. I'm not sure what I'll use it for, but it's a cute little page. Then you have your contacts back here, which I've never used either, but that's okay. And then you have your 2021. So you can do your pre-planning. I do use this section, so very cute. And then you have all of your stickers, which I gave all these to my sister last year when I bought her a new planner, but these are actually pretty cute this year. I might use them. I don't know about these in particular, but these habit trackers are really cute, and these labels, I might try and use some of them. It's all, this page is rose gold, this one is silver, and then this one is silver. It's got some really cute stuff on it. I like these banners. And then you've got some rose gold labels. Yeah, so those are actually pretty cute this year. I might use them. And then the pocket back here is so much better than in years past. It is a full pocket, so things will stay in it a little bit better. And then you've got your perpetual calendar as every year. I did not use mine this past year, but I kept it in here, so maybe I'll use it next year. We'll see. And then your back page, and this is the back of the cover I chose. So overall, I am very happy with this. I think I might use some of the first weeks to plan out how I'm going to use this weekly planner, but overall I'm very excited. It's going to be hard to wait until January to use a new planner, especially because I like this paper a lot. So please comment below and let me know if you got one of the new planners, or if this flip through has brought up any questions or convinced you to get one. Just comment below, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. I do try and upload 2 to 3 videos a week, and in the next few months, if you want to see how I use this new Erin Condren Vertical Neutral Life Planner, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Georgia Girl Plans, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!